Hey guys, this is Shitfly here. Thank you for into my Ninja 300 Coolant Change. So, this is a very straightforward video designed for the simple people to someone's Facebook with me to do your coolant change. So, my last video I showed how to remove these fairings. Like I said, if you need any questions, just drop a comment in the next video, or you can just do in this video and I'll hopefully be able to help you. So without further ado, let's begin. So the tools you're going to need is pretty straightforward. 10mm socket wrench, and that's for, you want to do these bolts right here, and then your drain plug is 10mm also, so nice and simple. You're going to want to remove this also to drain it all. So you're also going to need a drain pan. I use my oil drain pan. That's going to be plenty enough. And the plug is right here where the water pump is. You see this big little pump thingy hose? There's a bolt directly underneath. Now, some people like to get a new crush washer every time. I did not have time to do a new crush washer. I don't think it's too necessary because I reuse my oil nut crush washer, but for the sake of time, I didn't have enough time to order a new crush washer. But I do recommend doing a crush washer on the. I didn't. Don't. This is a bad habit, but it's not too bad. My first bike, I didn't know anything such existed, and I didn't even have a crush washer on my oil drain pan nut. So, but I would definitely recommend doing it. Blah blah blah. So without further ado, basically the first step I would do is drain it. So if you want to use gloves, you can. I'm gonna end up getting. All right, so I got some gloves. I just like to. Oh, you little son of a bitch. There you go. This thing was torqued on pretty good. Oh, there you go. You. I made a mistake. Sorry, excuse me. I ate. Don't forget to take this radiator cap off. Now, I don't think you have to run it, because I started running it because I'm like, oh, am I supposed to run it first? You may want to run it first. I'm not sure, but I don't think I ran it with my last bike first. You can run it first, and you never know. It don't matter to me. But make sure you take off this radiator cap before you do the drain bolt, or it doesn't matter. I mean, I would say before. That way, you know how much it's gushing, because it wasn't gushing for me at the start. I'm like, what's going on? And I figured out, oh, I forgot to do the radiator cap, and I started it. So then, once you start and stuff, you're supposed to wait until after the fan kicks on, which in my bike I have a temp gauge, but unfortunately this bike does not have a temp gauge. You're going to have to judge maybe 15 minutes run, maybe 10 to 15 minute runs until it warms up. It's really up to you, but per the manual, it wants you to warm the bike up until the fan kicks on, just to let you know. So once you do that, you cool it off for a few minutes, and then you take off this radiator cap, and then you drain it from the bottom with distilled water. Don't forget to use distilled water in this. Alright, without further ado, I got the radiator cap off, which is nice and simple to take off. Just twist it lefty loosey, righty tighty. And then 10mm bolt. Of course, wrong way. That's gonna go out fast. There we go. Oh, this is great. Alright, so what I would do is put some tinfoil down right there. Which I'm going to do that if I can right now. Alright, you see that I did tinfoil right here. And then still draining since I had some overflow right here. It's a nice little crevasse that just makes it perfect. It sucks, yeah. Yeah, it sucks. With my hands. Woo! That thing was gushing out. That thing gushed out more than my frickin' other bite. Woo! Shut up! Shut up, woman! Damn. I think I had a urinary tract infection blocked in there or something. Ugh. Yeah. Woo! I wasn't expecting that much. My damn wife is laughing at me. That tinfoil definitely is helping. So I recommend doing tinfoil right here. I use tinfoil for everything, and it'll heat on the engine exhaust. It's fine to leave on the exhaust. I did it with my oil change, and it didn't stick at all. The whatever you call it, reservoir tank. I can't think of it now. All I did was unbolt these two bolts right here, and then unscrew the cap, and then just tilted it over into there. So it's all ready to put the distilled water in. Alright guys, with a small explanation, I got a little strainer that was a little bit big than I wanted. Make sure you pick up a little bit better size one than I did. But you just want to put some in, let it drain a little bit, put some more in. You don't want to leave air gaps, especially when you're putting in your final product, or it's just going to create air bubbles and it's going to be a whole big mess. So I just do this. That way it has time to burp the air, blah 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 blah. I fill it up until this is, of course, can't be filled anymore. Maybe you want to put some in the reserve tank if you want to, and then just run it until warming temperatures, and then you want to repeat until you're satisfied with the water color. It should be clear. So I'm gonna cycle it through. Expect to do about 2 to 3 flushes. 2 to 3 flushes. So alright, this is easier. Hey, alright. So you saw it with the rear stand. I'm gonna try it without the rear stand because I think it's gonna be a lot easier. So this is my third flush. So we'll see what happens. I think this is gonna be a whole lot easier. Wrong way again. Last time I did this, I lost a screw in there. Oh shit, it's hot. Tinfoil has definitely been helping me. Shit. Okay, you can see it. Might be able to see it. It's crystal. It's actually crystal clear now. That's coming out. No longer that greenish. So woo! Like I said, this is my third flush, and I'm actually quite happy with it. I'm happy the way it came out. I would definitely not flush the coolant on a rear stand. So right now, it's dripping out clear, so I can definitely, what I did last time is I just ran some water through, straight through. So I'm going to try it this time. I'm happy with this, so time to put in my coolant. Alright, so this is on my last part of the coolant flush. So, my coolant of choice is engine ice. Really good stuff. I have it on my 636. I put in there sometime last year, and it's amazing. It's, you know, I do notice temperature differences. So I got some left over since my bike takes a little more than half a gallon, and this bike hopefully will take a little bit less than the half a gallon that's in here now. I believe it took like 1.6 liters or something, someone said. So I told you use a strainer for this. I honestly, going back on that decision, just because you really need to pour this in slowly, since I was, you know, this is only my second time doing it. So you really don't want to pour too much in at a time. You know, you want to do small bursts. And then, you know, you can do this too, work the hoses whenever it gets full. You can work the other side of the hose. The other hose. Hoe. This is the hoe I was talking about. This hose, just like squeeze a little bit to get the air bubbles out. I don't take this off. I don't bother with it. Some people do. Check it. So and I will put some stuff in the reserve tank a little bit later. Because that reserve tank is for, if you're low on coolant in your radiator, it's going to go in your radiator and it won't hurt your engine. And good blue stuff. Engine ice. You can find it on Revzilla. I got this at my dealer. Get this for about 20 bucks or so. It's really good stuff. So, like I said, really solid stuff. Just keep on going and going until it keeps burping. The biggest mistake I did on my last bike, I didn't do this because I was a little bit naive and I didn't really know what I was doing too well. So I spent a couple days refilling my radiator. Luckily my bike, my 636, is a little bit easier to reach. I don't really have to take off any, fairings to get to the reserve tank. I'm not sure about this one. I think you still have to take everything off just to get to here. So it's a lot better for this bike if you have a Ninja 300 to get it right the first time. Can't emphasize that enough. I hope you all like my very long informational video. It's my first time doing this long of a video pretty much, so please give me some patience on that. So I'm going to start it up for the first time, and in the meantime, tomorrow I'm going to clean this mofo right here. Since I'm the third owner of this is of course my wife's bike, and I'm doing it for her. You know, there's my bike right there. Yeah, the sexy 636. So there's her fairings right there. I'm going to clean them tomorrow. So, and the garage, my garage is dusty, so they already have a coating of frickin' sawdust on there, which I haven't. Long story. So I'm going to start this up. Put some reservoir in that. It's cool blue. Yeah. Now, one thing to note, I did not use a torque wrench to torque the drain plug. I just used it freehand. I'm a little bit more experienced, so if you're not as experienced, then, you know, it's up to you if you want to do that. But this is how much engine ice I use so far. Hopefully I don't have to use any more. And this was already open when I had it, so you only need a half a gallon. And you can buy this, like I said, at Revzilla, any motorcycle website. I love Revzilla, so I always order things from Revzilla. I believe I checked earlier a couple weeks ago, a couple days ago, it's $19.99 or something like that, or it might be at my dealer. But thanks for watching. This is Shift Light here. I will catch you later.